Hey, what's going on, everybody? Rob Satch from Feedbackwrench. Today I want to talk about one quick tip. If you are a real estate agent and you have your own website, first of all, you should have your own website. Second of all, you need to start thinking about what unique content you can create so that it's very helpful for end users, that it ranks organically, and it's worth sharing, right? So that's two things. You got to think about what is it that I can get to rank, and second of all, what would be interesting to share that people would actually consume that's interesting. First off, I don't think it's tons of tips. 5 tips why you should invest in radon protection. Sure, that might be neat in your industry, but I don't think many people care. And here's what people do care about, though. Here's some interesting content we've seen. Here's an idea. If you share the sold information for a neighborhood or a city, your people that are thinking of selling want to see what their neighbor's house sold from. So what that might look like is you create a blog post, and if you use like IDX Broker or iHome Finder, I know in IDX Broker you create a widget of all the sold data within a particular city, neighborhood, or state, or whatever that looks like, and so you choose a niche, and you say, in Lakeville, I want to get all the sold data for a certain amount of time, and you write a blog post addressing, hey everybody, or you create a blog post that basically you're going to share online and share via social media and boost to that specific group to show them what their neighbors' houses have sold for. People actually want to see that. That's super helpful to get some foot traffic onto your website. Now, not everybody that clicks on that is going to be necessarily ready to buy, but that's my first little idea that we've tried that gets traction and it can work. Here's the second thing. You need to pick. People go to Google and they go to Bing, and it's hard to outrank Trulia, Zillow, Redfin, Edina Realty, Remax, your big brokers. It's hard to outrank them for broad searches like homes for sale under $250. That's kind of hard. But here's my tip. If you create landing pages that are keyword optimized and content optimized for specific niches, you have an opportunity to rank. So for example, if you wanted to show homes for sale, that's hard. That's the hardest. If you created a page that's homes for sale in a city, that's a little easier. If you create homes for sale on a specific lake, that's even easier. If you go duplexes for sale Minneapolis, that is much easier. The more niche you can get a landing page piece of content, the more likely it is that you can get it ranking. Now, that doesn't mean you just create it and it ranks, but you create it, you create backlinks to it by organizing and getting some votes of confidence from people, you guest right on blogs, you do different things to get that ranking, and chances are that long tail keyword is something you would actually be able to solve. And here's the next tip. Why would you want to rank on those things? Why would you want traffic on your website? Because you need to have tracking codes installed on your websites, okay? So go in and put your Facebook pixel onto your website so that you can create an audience and serve up Facebook ads of anybody who have been to a specific page or your website. The second thing is put your Google Analytics code and your Google AdWords, ads.google.com. Those two have their own unique tracking code. Put that on your website. And put LinkedIn. LinkedIn has a code that you put on your website, and you can start seeing the demographics of your people. By installing the LinkedIn, Facebook, Pixel, and Google Analytics and Google Ads codes on your website, you then can create audiences out of the people that go to your website or to specific pages. That can work wonders in your ability to target certain demographics. Now, realtors, that's one thing for you. It's very helpful in a lot of other industries. Here's my last tip. In Google search, it can get really expensive. So if you pay for Google AdWords for keywords, it can get expensive quick, right? But if you were to create a custom audience of all the people that have already been to your website, then what you can do is you can use that audience to then serve up ads to. So the idea is you can serve up search ads when they search realtors near me, real estate agents near me, homes for sale, and all you do is serve it up to people that have already been to your website and maybe they've visited through social media. Then what happens is you have a smaller group of people that you're serving that ad up to, and that can be super powerful because when it comes to Google search or Bing search, you only pay for the searches that occur, and then only when you win the bid. So what's beautiful about that is you can cherry pick and be like, anybody that read that article that I shared about all the sold properties in that neighborhood, as soon as they search any of these terms, I want to have these sets of ads pop up, and you can crank up the spend on that because that's a very focused niche of people that you want to go after. So if you do these tips, these are just little things that we've learned along the way. They can help you do some powerful things when it comes to social media for a real estate agent or realtor. Subscribe if that's helpful.